In 2009, Ed and Eddy's Big Picture Show was released by Danny Onatucci to end the Ed, and Eddy series. But was it the last movie? There was a following in the movie which came to show us that the Season 7 link was actually a real episode. Mayfire has been following us when watching the movie. When Ed entered the basement, the bedroom in his house, he put the toaster in the toaster. And when the toast came out, he didn't turn off the toaster. Ed grabbed his stuff so quickly that he stupidly left a fire hazard on. When Double D and Ed arrived at Eddy's apartment, they rushed into the brothers' room to hide. The kids hear the noises in his brother's room and start breaking into the house violently. As Ed found a key by breaking a peanut with his teeth, Eddy grabs the key and jumps into the car. He tried to start the engine, but it wouldn't turn over. Due to its faulty starter, Ed broke through the bottom act as the wheels moving, and when doing so, Ed began to spew a gas trail all over, and when escaping, they slammed into a few houses, creating a flammable mixture. Upon getting to the top of the fence, they go to the famous shortcut to the candy store. The car still continued to leak petrol as they were running fast as they could. When the Eds crashed into the dumpster with Eddy's brother's car, they lost a good amount of fuel that pulled into the wind tunnel. Johnny's 2x4 will be important later. After hitting the dumpster, they flew through the neighborhood forest where they tore hundreds of trees in the hearts of the woods, creating a wildfire scenario. The Eds now enter the dump site where our antagonist, Kevin, awaited for them. When the Eds entered, Kevin smashed into the car a few times, causing the gas and oil to squeeze down more than the gas and oil stopped linking. Rolf, a son of a shepherd, being from an old country, his harm has a lot of old and fuel inefficient equipment, so that means a large pool of reserve fuel as well. This makes us realize that the Eds live in California due to the desert, the farmland, and the forestry seen in the movie. As most know, California is very dry. The most important bit is Johnny's 2x4's melon cave. It's the home of a very large and ancient tree beneath the cul-de-sac. When you have a fire there with all the scenarios taking place, it leads to a disaster. After Eddy's brother being knocked out and the kids being friends again, the Eds go back when they get there, it's already nighttime. The Eds go to sleep, and then the Mayfire episode comes to introduction when the new day rises and leads to disasters. The show stopped showing after 6 seasons, which led to the whole entire staff of the show to be laid off. Many were really mad about this decision, which led one of the staff members leaking the original opening episode for Season 7. The crew members were mad when they found out that it was leaked. The file was on a torrent site for 3 days. Only 24 people downloaded it before it was taken off. The people who watched it had apparently went insane. Before the episode starts off, a warning is shown stating the following. Due to money issues, we were forced to stop production for Ed, and Eddy. This file is not to be distributed to the public, as this episode is only a project. After that, the intro started. I think that the intro would either have been different or messed up, but the intro started off like normal. The 3 Eds fooling around like usual, no big deal. After the intro stopped, the title card spelled out, Mayfire. It starts off with the 3 Eds walking down the cul-de-sac in a bird's eye view. They're running for some reason, which lets Eddy to say, "Let's hurry, we're almost at the candy shop." The 3 Eds start to sprint. As they make a turn, the scene fades away. The next scene shows them next to a television, showing a local news broadcast. Urgent fire is starting in downtown. Appears to be heading west to a little neighborhood. Please evacuate the area with caution. "What are we gonna do now?" shouted Double D. Ed, in a sad tone of voice, said, "What's there to do? We're done for." Eddy shouted, "No, we're not. There's a safety shelter about 10 blocks away from us. We can make it there and survive." Then this shifted to another scene of the boys running. The next scene pops up and shows the Eds running for their lives now because of the massive flames occurring in the background. "Come on, we can still make it! We're only 5 blocks away!" Double D slowed down, exclaiming, "Guys, I don't think I can make it. I'm too weak to keep running." "No, you're not, Double D! Hop on my back!" yelled out Ed. The scene cuts to black again. It now shows Eddy holding onto Double D's beanie, all torn and mangled up. Ed was sobbing really hard, while Eddy had a few tears in his eyes. Ed whispered, "We're done, Eddy. We might as well go in the same direction as Double D did. Well, Eddy then screamed, "Don't you say that to me now, Ed. Double D would want us to be safe, so let's do it for the kid." They both start to run now, and as they're running, the flames start to spread out more, and much brighter than it was before. As they make their final turn, Double D is shown running down the same pathway as the Eds. "Double D, is that you?" said both of the Eds. "Yeah, it is. Hurry! There's a helicopter waiting for us. They're taking off in 2 minutes," yelled out Double D. A split-second static occurs, which leads to the next part. It only shows Eddy all alone, inside of a helicopter with a striped shirt and an orange shirt. "Double D, Ed, I can't let you guys just die like this. I'm joining you." It shows Eddy jumping off the helicopter into a horrible fire, and then shows a bird's eye view of the cul-de-sac all burned down. It now cuts to the whole downtown area where the fire started, all disfigured. Buildings were collapsing in on each other like dominoes. A radio broadcast is heard in the background saying, "There is still hope in the northern area of town. If there are any survivors, please come over to this region immediately. And do not, under any circumstance, stop."